Hi there, my name is Elvia Evangelista, and this spring semester I was interning over with the WSU Extension Youth and Family in Chelan, Douglas, and Grant County. I was helping with the 4 H Extension program, and you may be wondering what 4 H is, as that is exactly what I was wondering when I first came into this internship. And so 4 H Positive Youth Development aims to provide youth with hands-on learning and life skill development. And their goal is to provide resources and relationships with community members so that youth are able to contribute to their communities and society when the time comes. So the goal of this internship was to learn more about the Latino culture and learn how to better serve this community and how we can bring them into this organization that aims to provide developmental skills for youth. And so we created a survey that asked questions along the lines of, would you like to volunteer in your community, and do you have kids? Do you have children? What ages? What are their interests? And so once that was created, my job was to make announcements for these and kind of bring that awareness and go to churches and present this information and hand out surveys and interact with Latinos and club meetings, how everything was structured. And so by the first week of February, I had an idea of what 4-H was all about, but there was still a few questions that I was still unsure of. And so from the ends of January to the beginnings of February, it was a learning process, and then creating the survey, and then the beginning of February we were given this opportunity to attend the Wenatchee Middle School, and the goal there was to bring 4-H into their after-school program. And this is when it clicked that, like Stephanie mentioned, no idea is too small, and if you want to create a club, anything that interests you, it's doable. And she would always mention that there's a curriculum for everything, and it wasn't until then that I realized that there really is a curriculum for everything. And so these kids were interested in robotics and horticulture. They were interested in a dog club, a cat club, and towards the end of February, we had the Super Saturday in Grant County. So Super Saturday is a big event that is held in Moses Lake, and many clubs in this county, in Grant County, join over at the fairgrounds, and they give a presentation, or they have a poster, and the main goal is to network and jot ideas or present projects that they're working on or projects that they made. Stephanie asked me if I would like to make a project that day or make a presentation, and I said sure, why not? And so she handed me this this journal that held a lot of cultural projects, and it was a lot of Latino or Hispanic oriented projects. And so I found this really cool project that wasn't too time consuming, and it got right to the point, and that is called papel picado. And I will go ahead and insert a photo of what that is. this looks like something I've seen on a movie. And I was like, oh, really? Like, which one? And then he couldn't think of the name, and then he started explaining a little bits of the movie, and I was like, oh, Coco. He's like, yes, Coco. And he's like, that was a really cool movie. And so it was great that he was able to make that connection from this film that was very Latino based and culturally based, and they were able to understand that. And so at the end, I decided to attach everyone's pieces together, and we made this big banner, and it looked so cute. It was adorable. These were like 6-7-year-olds work, and I will go ahead and insert a photo of that. Very successful day, and Stephanie loved the idea, and so we also made another presentation on this at the after school program, and I kind of did another little lesson there of the cultural awareness piece to it, and it was fun. They also loved it, and unfortunately I didn't get a photo of that time, but that was the last after school program that I was able to attend. I was also going to attend parent-teacher conferences and provide an electronic version of the survey, and unfortunately that didn't happen either. And during this time, during the beginning of March, I had also just gotten another job with WSU Extension program, and this was in the SNAP education, and this is a nutritional program that is taught to K through 5th grade, and we visited Grand Coulee and Warden, and again I was only able to attend 2 of those, and I really enjoyed it. It was so much fun, and I learned a lot, and this was teaching them about nutrition labels and how to read them and how to make better nutritional choices. And so there was a lot planned for March that unfortunately did not get to happen, but I'm glad that I was at least able to get a little experience with this. And that took me up to the ends of March when the stay-at-home order was mandated, and so April was when I began thinking of projects that I could possibly do to kind of have that or kind of fulfill that family studies certificate. And so I decided to make a parent informational, and so before that I talked to Stephanie about making a COVID-19 informational in Spanish, because I knew that my family was struggling with understanding what COVID-19 was all about, and how intense it was, and how it can affect specific people, but the population in general. So I did want to do that, and unfortunately it wasn't possible with the time constraints. I really had the priority to make the parent informational first, and so I went ahead and did that, and I taught a parenting informational on Diana Baumridd's parenting styles, and that was very fun. And it was actually recorded and posted on the 4-H Facebook page for the Chelan Douglas County Facebook, if you want to check it out. And I had no idea that this was being recorded. This was done through Zoom, and I presented it to the Northwest Central Region meeting, the 4-H Extension national meeting. This entire experience was great. A couple weeks ago, I received an offer to do some translation work with the food and consumer science with WSU as well. And I am basically translating COVID-19 information in Spanish. And it was amazing because, like I mentioned before, this was something that I really wanted to do, but given the time constraints, I wasn't able to do so. And so this was kind of like, wow, what in the world? It was very unexpected, and I was super excited to take this challenge on. And I currently have completed the translation for the COVID-19, and this will be posted on the WSU website. So if you want to go see my translations, they will be up there, and along with podcasts. So these informationals will also be on podcasts, and I will be the voice of be the voice in Spanish. And it's been amazing because this entire internship I have been that voice of the Latino community, and it amazes me that I never thought that I would have an opportunity of this magnitude. And I'm getting emotional. But it was great being this voice, and there is a lot more growth for 4-H, and I'm excited to see what they have in store next. I was in the talks with Stephanie about bringing in Juntos 4-H, which is a organization that is very similar to 4-H, but it's aimed to provide Latino community or Latino families with assistance, and to build a bridge with high school and higher education. I can't even explain how life-changing this opportunity was for me, and I'm very thankful for Stephanie for taking for giving me this opportunity to grow personally and professionally, and for the network that she has allowed me to grow within WSU. And I'm really happy, and I'm happy that I took this internship, even though I had no idea what it was at the beginning. 4-H is an amazing organization, and if you have any questions about it, let me know. I'm excited to be done, and it's been a journey, and go Cougs!